Hey, what's up, y'all? I know y'all are tired of the Jake Paul videos. I get it, I know, but I had to because right now he's the biggest thing to talk about in combat sports. I know that's gonna make y'all mad, but I'm just saying. And today I just wanted to get this off my mind real quick. I just had to get this off my chest. Jake Paul is ducking Anderson Silva. He's ducking him, and I'm gonna tell you why he's ducking Anderson Silva. He doesn't want to catch the fade with Anderson because he knows Anderson Silva might outbox him. Anderson Silva has the best chance, especially out of all the UFC fighters Jake Paul has fought, to beat Jake Paul. Not only to beat him, but to honestly finish him. Because Anderson Silva just outboxed Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Now, I understand Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is kind of a failure to the boxing community, like they don't respect Julio, but still, he is a legit boxer and would put the whooping on Jake Paul. He would beat Jake Paul. He's a better boxer than Jake Paul, and Anderson outboxed him and turned it up on him late. And we see Jake Paul, now we know about Jake Paul, he fades in fights, and I knew this already, but the casual fans got to see, and his fanboys got to see. Jake Paul's power is extremely overrated. And he's all like, Tyron Woodley's just tough, man. Tyron Woodley's just tough. I agree, Tyron Woodley is tough. But Tyron Woodley has been cracked before. And Jake Paul couldn't crack him and hit him with more shots than Tyron. Not to mention. You think Tyron Woodley's defense held up? Imagine how Anderson Silva's defense is going to hold up. Now, let's look at the fight honestly and objectively. Jake Paul's only way to win, in my opinion, is to knock out Anderson Silva. Unless this dude takes PEDs or really hops in the gym and starts sparring freaking pro boxers like Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, freaking Anthony Joshua or something, he is going to get outboxed by Anderson Silva. There's no way that you could cover that ground in a matter of weeks or months. That's going to take a few years for Jake Paul to catch that level. I understand Jake Paul has been progressing crazily fast, but there still is a limit to how much you can learn and how much you can progress. And Jake Paul has hit that point where it's going to take him more and more experience for him to beat a guy like Anderson Silva. Now, like I said, Jake Paul does have a legitimate shot to beat Anderson because of the chin and the old age and the fact that Anderson, in my opinion, didn't actually look that great against Tito Ortiz. I'm not going to lie. Tito was extremely slow, and Anderson was getting caught by the pitter-patter shots that he was throwing. That's my only thing, is that Anderson could get caught. But like I said, man, if Jake is going to knock him out, it's going to take more than just one lucky shot. It's going to take an accumulation of shots. Maybe he hits him, drops him, and Anderson's hurt so bad that the standing 8 count won't even matter. Standing 10 count won't even matter. Then Jake goes in there and roughs him up. That's the only way that this guy can win, because he knows that he's going to get outboxed. And here's the second reason. He's using this excuse. He posted something on his Instagram today saying that he wants to box the current UFC, the top UFC strikers. He wants to box those guys that are under contract, and he knows Jorge Masvidal. Not only will Jorge Masvidal set him on fire in a boxing ring, he knows Jorge can't get out of contract to box him, and he knows Nate Diaz would probably F him up. If you guys haven't watched my video, I really do recommend you guys go watch that video. The top 5 UFC fighters that would destroy Jake Paul in boxing. Go watch that. And then come back to this video. But like I said, the other reason why he's ducking Anderson is because he doesn't want to get beat and humbled by the 46-year-old retired UFC fighter. The oldest guy he would have fought, and for him to get outclassed by that guy, not only will it be humbling, it would be the biggest shut up in honestly, in influencer history. He would shut his mouth, and it would be so satisfying. And Jake would have to live with the fact that he cursed all these UFC fighters, and then his fanboys and all these casual fans that think UFC fighters can't box, they will then take an honest look, an objective look at Jake Paul's career and say, oh, this guy has been boxing nothing but tomato cans and picking and choosing his fights. That is why he won't box this guy. I believe that if they don't get Anderson Silva next, I feel like he is going to go with the Tommy Fury fight, only because if he loses to Tommy Fury, at least he lost to a young and up-and-coming boxer. If he loses to Anderson Silva, there's no excuse for that. Oh, he's the greatest striker in UFC history, but he's 46. And remember, these UFC fighters can't box. So he's going to keep ducking Anderson Silva. Why? Because he's afraid of being humbled and shut up. It's been your boy Trippy, and I'm out, man.